Thank you, folks. Thank you. It's me, Greg Shapiro here. Hi, I am the American Netherlander. Exactly. A little bit American, a little bit Dutch. And yeah, I started out growing up in America first. And then I moved to the Netherlands second. Okay. So yes, that was me. It is the 20-year anniversary of 9/11 is coming up. Isn't that? Yeah, woo. Can you believe she's already 20? They grow up so quickly. 9/11 happened, and I was working at that time at another comedy theater in Amsterdam. It's called Boom Chicago. On 9/11, we realized not a great name for a comedy theater all of a sudden. So we did a show that night, and the first thing we had to do was cut a lot of jokes. We cut like half the show, because half our show at that point was making fun of George Bush. And all of a sudden, the world was like, we need this man to be our leader. He's a wartime president. But we all knew that he was the same guy who 24 hours ago said things like, these days it's getting hard for a man to put food on his family. You know, the French don't even have a word for entrepreneur. But all of a sudden, amazing transformation. Now we needed this guy to be a genius. And so we cut so many. I wrote jokes for that show. That was my job at that point. Write jokes about the news of the day. Part of me actually thought, I better be prepared, I guess. We didn't use these jokes at all, but I wrote jokes about the news of that day. I would have written more, but the Israelis called and told me to leave work early. But if you'd like to hear some of the jokes that we could not tell on 9/11, I can share some with you now. Empire State Building celebrates its reclassification as tallest building in Manhattan. That one. In travel news, American Airlines introduces new direct service to downtown Manhattan. Did not tell that one. And radio stations in New York discouraged from playing the song It's Raining Men. We didn't tell it. We did not tell that joke. Yeah, and after that show, we were going to cancel the show. But then like 100 morbid Dutch people called up and made last-minute reservations because they were like, hey, we want to see what the Americans are going to say about this. And after the show, that's when the Dutch directness kicked in. That is brutal. Dutch people can be very direct. Dutch people, very proud. My wife is Dutch, believe me. Very proud of that Dutch honesty, you know? If you're in an international office, you know, and someone goes on a diet, maybe loses a lot of weight. A lot of people would say, wow, you look really good. Have you been working out? The Dutch person will say, well, you used to be really fat. And it's true. You just tell it like it is. And now, that's just normal Dutch honesty with like coffee. Dutch honesty plus Dutch courage when there's alcohol involved. Watch, just back away. Just, back away. So after 9/11, I had a Dutch guy come up after the show, and he was like, "You're really from America, huh?" I said, "Yeah, man." And he said, "Yeah, let me buy you a beer. It's terrible what happened today. We should drink to the Prost." And as soon as I took a sip, he was like, "You know America had it coming, right?" I was like, and he starts rattling off all these foreign policy details, like, well, your president is an idiot, so he could have seen it coming. And of course, the terrorists, where did they come from? Saudi Arabia, which the Bush dynasty has been propping up for generations. And where did they train? In Afghanistan, where the U.S. has been supporting the Mujahideen since the 1980s. I was like, shit, dog. Can you wait 24 hours? And he was exactly right about everything. But in retrospect, I wish this guy was working in the Bush White House, for fuck's sake.